Hey friends, and welcome back to your girl with BB's Crafts. Thanks so much for hanging out today. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Brittany, and today we are going to play with any toy. Yes, your girl finally got the mini cinch by We Are Memory Keepers. Yes. I actually got this through Joann's. They had 40% off at the time, and I had got this less than $50, y'all. Yes. And so I cannot wait to play with it. And it's so funny because at our crafty meetup, we were talking about tools and everything just looking fun, but not purchasing them because you're thinking there's only one purpose, or you don't make a lot of like certain things. And I want to go ahead and show that you don't just have to do notebooks, you don't just have to do like mini albums. We're gonna do something a little different. So sit back, relax, and come to the show. So first off, we're going to go over a few quick little details of the mini cinch. This is my first time using it. It's straight out of the box, and I did read the instructions. I watched a couple videos, but in case you guys don't know, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick rundown. So the mini cinch itself, it actually comes just by itself. So the rings you will have to purchase separately, and I did purchase some at the same time that I purchased this because they were also 40% off, so I saved a really good deal on that. But this is the contraption itself. You just remove that little hook there so they can go ahead and stamp. And it did say that to use do like scrap pages. Because like there's oil in the machine, so it just says to do a couple punches just to kind of clear out the oil and everything. So we go ahead and did that. So here is a little guide here, and down here it says it has an A, B, and C, and then A is where if you have like a whole number or ½ inch. B is if you have a quarter, an eighth, 5/8 of an inch, or for card purposes, A4, A5, A6, and A7. And then C is like the 3/8 and the 7/8. We have this little marker here. If I can get it out, my nails are kind of... So this little marker here, this is where you would put it. So if we were working with the A option for the size, you would have it like this. You will put it in there like this, and that way when you put in, let me get another scrap here, put in your guide, that's where you know where to punch. And of course you can go ahead and do something longer than this. It doesn't have, it starts in the 0 here and goes up to 5 inches here on the right side and on the left side. But of course you can do something longer. You just have to move it along, and then you would just go ahead and move the guide for each one. So here's B, and then there's C. Or you can go ahead, there's your center portion, and I'm not even sure what this scrap is, but you can just kind of line it up in the center and figure out where you want to punch. So this one here is the ½ inch right here and ½ inch right here, so I know I'm in the center, and there you go. And it does 6 holes, and so I think that's like pretty much the gist of it all. And then all the little pieces fall down into here. You just remove this to go ahead and empty it. And yeah, and what I am going to attempt to do today is I am going to make an embellishment book with the mini cinch. Now, going through this, you can go ahead and utilize this if you have the other cinch makers, like the Heidi Swap, and then there's like the other ones from We Are Memory Keepers, the bigger versions. You can still utilize the same idea with the mini cinch that I'm doing with the mini cinch with those as well. So, whatever tickles your fancy. So today we are going to be playing with Tula and Norbert's Sweet as Honey. I am in love with this collection right now, so we're going to play with this. And To start everything off, I have a few things already ready, set to go. I did want to add stitching, so I've done that already. And I have my little booklet here, and I'll kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm going to attempt to do. So first I have this piece here, and this measures 5 inches in height and it is 9 inches across, and then I scored it at 5 and at 6. I did an original scoring, but I didn't like how thick it was, so that's why I kind of see an extra line. But if you guys are interested, I will have that information down below in the description box for you. So this is technically going to be the back because it's going to fold over like this. So it'll be a little Velcro piece right here, and then this is going to be my front cover. So I did a shaker on this one. I already added stitching for decorative purposes, and I added stitching to all the rest of my pieces. And then for these, they all measure 5 inches in height, but going across I have them at 4 7/8 because I don't want it to obstruct the score line, because you know when you have the same exact, it kind of doesn't fold over well. And I know it doesn't seem like it makes sense to have a 1 inch spine, but once you start to add things, remember, it grows, and so I want to make sure that I have enough room for that. So yeah, all right, so now let's bust this bad boy out. So because this is my back, I want to make sure that it is going in, and like I said, this is 5 inches, so I necessarily don't have to put it in here, like put the marker in here, because it is exactly 5 inches, but I do want to make sure that everything is lined up properly. And then I am going to go ahead and pull the lever and punch, and there we go. I wanted to do that on purpose. I wanted it in the middle. I didn't want to go all the way across. But if you do want to do it that way, I want to show you how it goes. So when you start off and you go ahead and punch it, when you move it over, you go to the very last hole that you punch, and you see this little contraption right here. This goes up and down. This lets you know where to go ahead and put it. So you're going to line it up. If you see here, there's this little, see that little hole right there? That's where, like if you were doing like a regular, you know, hand punch, you would line it up there, and then you'll push it down, so then it holds it from moving, and then you'll pull down the lever and punch. But that was if I was going to go all the way across. I'm just doing it right in the middle there. So now I'm going to do that for the rest of mine. And again, this is what I have, and I do have some plain cardstock just to break up the design a little bit. So this is my cover. I'm going to go like this, with this, with this, and then with this like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do that. Alright, so now that I have all of my pieces punched, I'm going to get my rings. And this one here I got, and this is in the color gold. So now I have this out here, because we only have 6 holes, we only need 6 notches. The WR Memory Keepers does have an actual like cinch pliers that you can go ahead and purchase, but if you're already a jewelry maker, you may already have some tools that'll work out. Here I have a actual wire cutter, and then I have this one here that I use for my jewelry making. So we just want to make sure we count out 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to cut right here in the middle. So that's all we need. And the boxes, they do come with 4 of these too. So you can go ahead and get a lot of like smaller notebooks out of this, out of just one pack. Alright, so then we put this here. And one of the tricks that it had stated, because you know how like we have this weird little ugly part right here, and you want to make sure that this ugly part here is hidden. You want to take what is considered your back cover, so this is technically my back cover. I'm going to turn it around and put that on first, and then put my actual cover right on top of it. So I'm turning it around so the cover is facing down, just like that. Make sure it's going in the right direction, and then you can start adding your sheets to your stuff. My things got a little messed up because I did my stitching too close to the edge, but it's all good. It's all good. So now that we have that, we're just going to go ahead and take this part off, and then we're going to turn it around here. So we're going to work with this back part. Then we're going to face it inside. So the ugly part goes towards the bottom, and then the ring part goes towards the top. So we're going to put this in here, and then we're going to close down. And now it is all closed shut. So now it looks like this. So when it folds over, it's going to look like that. So like I said, it looks a little thin right now. I haven't tested it with chipboard. I actually didn't even read the instructions all the way. I'm not an instruction reader. I believe this can go to a certain amount of thickness, like at least 3 sheets or something like that. So I have to double check on chipboard. But that is the whole general purpose of it. So here's the book. So I'm going to add a Velcro piece. So it's going to close over like this. So yeah, so we can go ahead and flip it over. So we have all of our pages here. And then I will come back and I will show you how it looks with it actually filled with embellishments. So this is what I have done so far. It's not completed yet, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of how it will come together pretty much. And I did add an acetate piece to it just so I'd have something to put the Velcro on, because I really didn't want to disrupt the whole shaker element. So I added the acetate cover, and all you got to do is just grab your pliers, pry it together, add your sheet on, and then, you know, use your cinch to just close it back up. So I have that. So that is now covering and protecting the shaker portion, and then we turn the page and then start off with some embellishments. Like I said, it's not done yet. I'm still making some more, but again, just want to give you guys the idea. So I have a couple bows here. I have a couple of decorated rosettes using some sequin thread and just doing some fussy cutting from the collection. And then here I did these little ruffle trim pieces. This one says B, and then this one says Buzz. So really cute. I really like how these turned out. Oh, so super cute. It was just like on a whim kind of deal. So I have a couple of more pages to do, but again, just wanted to give you guys that idea. I still need to decorate it, make it cute, and fix my little boo-boo that I had right here. But I will probably share on Instagram the final results to how this came about, guys. But yeah, so if you're interested in getting the mini cinch or just needed a new idea for the cinch you currently have, by all means, check out this video, of course. Make sure you share it with your friends. I do hope you like it and enjoyed it as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!